Hi and welcome to VR Puppet Builds. This is my first video. I'm pretty excited. I've been making puppets for almost 10 years now, on and off, since 2004, and I really want to just show you some of the tips and tricks that I've learnt along the way. So my first video is going to be about noses. These two puppets are actually going to be people puppets. I want to show you how I've made these shaped noses to sew on people puppets, because I think it's really important if you want to portray a person, like a real life person, to actually just sculpture the noses and just get a little bit more character in that way. So look, I've got a heap of patterns that that I experiment with, and once I like them, I pop them away in a bag and I use them again. So when you lay this down, you'll cut two pieces of material and you'll leave a little gap and stuff it, and go from there. This one here was this shape nose, so it was quite large when I cut it out, and then the way I've sewn it, it's shaped it in to place. Alright, so I'm going to show you this nose today because these two noses basically are the same. They're just, one's just bigger than the other. First you want to sew up this hole where you've stuffed your nose. And I'm not sure what that stitch is called that I'm using. I'm not sure all the terms of all the different stitches, so you just sew it up how you're comfortable to do it. Alright, now I'm just going to knot that off. Now, to give my nose some shape, I'm going to put my needle in here, into this side, and I'm going to come out through the bottom. And that's going to start to shape my nose. When I pull it, it's going to shape the side, and when I put the needle back in that same direction, it's going to shape my nostril. Okay, so just go back and forth doing that a few times. Alright, to do the other side, take your needle and go directly opposite your nose and do the same on the other side. So we go back through the side and down to make the other nostril. When we pull on that, we have two nostrils. So it's a very simple way of shaping here. Okay, when you're happy with the shape that you've got, I might just go back over here and pull that in a bit, like that. Then you can just stitch that off with a little knot. And then we just take it back into the nose to anchor that off and to make that thread disappear inside the nose. Alright, so that's your nose shape. Needle with the double thickness of cotton. I'm just going to come into the back of the nose here so that the knot sits here, and then I'm going to position my puppet here. I usually sit it so that its neck is on the edge of the table when I'm sitting down, but I'm standing up doing this video. It's just easier for the camera. Alright, so I'm just going to sit that on there. I'm not going to pin it. I hate pins. They stick into me and get in my way. So I'm just going to sit that on there, leave a little gap here down here near the lip, and line that up with this center line. I'm going to pick up a little bit of material, and I'm going to pick up the material on the nose where this seam is, and just take note I'm starting at this point here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And I'm going to go around the edge, tacking it like that. So picking up the face material and then picking up the material along that seam. So we're going to do this all around this top half of the nose. Alright, so when we get to this place here in the nose, where opposite where we started, what I do is I don't follow this seam line anymore. Okay, I go under the nose here and just pick up this section under here, just so that it makes this end comes up to the head, but this end is going to come out and be pronounced more like a normal nose. Okay, so that's the first round done. I like to think that's just the round where I tack it on and it's in place without a hole in it. Then I like to go back around the whole nose again, just anchoring in those stitches. Alright, so just pull that tight once you've knotted it. You can go around and check what you've done too. And then I'm just going to push my needle in through the nose just to finish that off and snip that off. Alright, so that's how I put a human type nose on a puppet. I would prefer to do this than glue. Then if you have to, you can take it back off again and put a different nose on. Stay tuned for more tips and ideas from VR Puppet Builds. Bye!